Hello guys, and welcome back to another video here on my YouTube channel. Now today's video I'm going to give you guys my reaction to Luton's 1-0 home win against Newcastle, and also give you guys my thoughts heading into the Boxing Day fixture against Sheffield United. But first, Merry Christmas. Hope you all have a good Christmas this year, keeping well with your families and having a good time, and also have a good new year as well. But more importantly, let's get on with today's video and talk about the two important points from the game against Newcastle and this upcoming game against Sheffield United. So, Newcastle 1-0 at home. What a win it was. I had a feeling Luton were going to get the 3 points. With Newcastle's away form so far in the Premier League this season, it's not the best, and also with the amount of injuries which they had, despite having a good squad on Saturday, it was still a very good team, but they still have a lot of injuries, and I feel like a full strengthened side probably would have caused us a lot more problems. But you know, we can't help that, and we can only play against the team that was in front of us, which was still a good side, believe it or not, but we managed to overcome it, and more importantly, got a great Christmas present, and that was a clean sheet. We've been waiting all season for a clean sheet. We've struggled defensively, in my opinion, you know, letting in poor goals through like individual mistakes or switching off. But it was great to have a clean sheet. I felt Thomas Kaminski throughout his whole time here at Luton, he deserved a clean sheet, so I'm really happy that he managed to get one just before the new year. But yeah, what a performance it was overall. We won it for Locks, which was great. It was a good overall good support for Lockyer, you know, with the banners which we saw throughout the game, the round of applause during the 4th minute. I think we nearly even scored around that time, which would have been quite a fitting moment if we were able to do that. Townsend, with his goal, he used the Tom Lockyer top to celebrate and also remember what happened to him, which was great. Overall, it was much needed. You know, I am sure there was extra motivation. It was probably a tough week behind the scenes at Luton, but to get that all-important 3 points, I think that makes Tom Lockyer proud, and also everyone else around the club proud on what happened throughout the whole of the week. So it probably meant even more to us supporters. It probably meant a lot more to the backroom staff, and also the players who are, you know, with Lockyer and spend time with him on a more regular basis. So I bet you they were all pleased as well. But what a performance it was overall. I felt we should have scored more than one goal with the amount of chances we created. I think they highlighted it a lot on Match of the Day. Newcastle just didn't press us whatsoever, and we was allowed to play our own game, which was great. Nakonga and also Ross Barkley dominating that midfield, which was good, going past 3 or 4 players with ease at times, even having shots far from goal. Ross Barkley was invited to shoot, unfortunately, you know, a couple of inches below the bar. That's a goal, and probably one of the best goals of the season as well, because it was a great strike at goal. Ross Barkley has just been absolutely brilliant, and he has transformed I would say, his career. You know, he went from being a player which not many clubs wanted to now a player that's, I think, going to be wanted by a couple of clubs in the January transfer window. What a turnaround! You know, we're proper seeing his quality. Arguably one of the best Luton players we've ever seen. You know, his quality is up there with the past Luton legends that played in the 80s. Unbelievable, especially in my time. I don't think I've seen a player with that quality in a Luton shirt. It's unreal, and it's absolute joy to watch him play football. Just a shame that he hasn't got the goal which he needed, but I think he will score a few goals in the next coming games. I can feel a goal coming for him, but he had a massive impact towards our goal, winning the first aerial battle from the corner from Alfie Doherty, and there was Townsend with a good bit of movement, getting away from his marker to tap home an easy finish, open yards out. He couldn't miss really, but he had to score. Elijah had a great opportunity. Ross Barkley again could have had another assist. He played in a nice through ball to him, but Elijah, good save from the keeper. I think Elijah, looking back at it, would be a bit disappointed in himself that he wasn't able to finish that chance. But look, Elijah, again, another player that's transformed, I say, his Luton career, because at the start of the season, it didn't look like he was going to get much match time, where now he's going to be a regular starter, especially if he keeps this up. He's scoring goals as well, which is what we want, and yeah, let's hope this keeps going. Brown also causing plenty of problems as well. He also hit the bar, caused Newcastle all sorts of problems defensively, and the keeper made some really good saves as well. Defensively, we were great. Gabe Osho yet again performing extremely well. He has to be in our defensive lineup week in, week out. He's got to be #1 name on the team sheet. The same with Menji as well. I think both players, they're still relatively young as well. Menji's only 21, so he's got plenty of years to even develop even further. Kapore was good. Even Giles, when he came on as a substitute, was excellent as well. Ogbeni coming on, causing more problems. It was overall a really good performance. Yes, Newcastle had a few chances. Callum Wilson probably should have scored his chance, but at the end of the day, if you don't take your chances, you don't win football matches, and we know all about that from this season. But that's what it is. But I'm super happy that we got a 1-0 win. It was much needed. We've been on a difficult run of fixtures. We still got more fixtures coming up which are difficult, and that's exactly what we're going to talk about next. Sheffield United away from home on Boxing Day. Couldn't get any easier, could it? Both teams are battling it out to try and stay up. For me, it's a must not lose game. I think I would take a point away from home. It's not the end of the world if we don't win, but to lose would be real disappointment because both teams obviously want to stay up in the Premier League. Sheffield United, for me, are a lot weaker than what they were last season. Yes, they've got Gustavo Hammer, who always performs really well against Luton. He's one to watch out for. Cameron Archer, again with his pace, can cause us a few problems. He also scored against his former club in Aston Villa, so he's going to be on a bit of confidence, a bit of form as well going into this one. Obviously a new manager in Wilder being back at the club, he knows Sheffield United extremely well. I wish they obviously held off before getting rid of Heckingbottom, but it is what it is. But Wilder, he's had a few games now to try and figure out what he wants to do and what he's implementing to the team. His job is obviously to try and keep him up. Hopefully that obviously doesn't happen, because I do think Sheffield United are one of the teams to go down, and I felt we would have gave them a bit of more of a battle last season in the Championship if we started the first 6 months a bit better than we did. But we did obviously finish the season very strong. But I do think we've got more of a chance of staying up than Sheffield United. I actually think on paper we have a better squad, in my opinion. I think the way we play our football, it benefits our style of play a lot more. I feel like overall our togetherness, even with recent events really, with Lockyer still obviously not going to play for a while yet, and we also don't know what's going to happen, the togetherness within the team is still going to be there, and also to still fight for Lockyer. I think the boys are going to want to stay up for Lockyer. Lockyer is a massive part of that dressing room, and they don't want to let him down. They don't want to obviously let the fans down and everyone around, and it will impact us massively. We've got good attitudes within that team, and at the moment, with the way we are playing our football, we are playing good football. We haven't not played well in a couple of games. We've been playing well for the last couple of games, in fact, and it's really shown in our performances. Unfortunately, we obviously haven't got the points to replicate that. But if we continue the way we are playing, like we have done against your Newcastles, your Crystal Palaces, at home, Man City's, your Arsenals, then we will beat Sheffield United quite easily, in my opinion. I think Sheffield United have a very similar style of play to what we play, so it'd be a very similar game. For me, it's probably got 0-0 written all over it, but I can't see us keeping back-to-back clean sheets. That would be unheard of. But right now, if you was to ask me what the score would be, I would go with 1-1. I'm expecting a few changes to the starting 11 because of obviously fixtures coming at us quick and fast. We also have Chelsea the week after, and on current form, I back us to get something at home to Chelsea because they are performing really bad, and we've got them very soon. So yeah, those are just my thoughts, guys. I really do think we can do something at Sheffield United. However, we have to perform the same way. We can't drop our standards. We can't drop the levels. I know away from home we're probably going to be a little bit more reserved. Stick to our, really good set-piece plans, which we like to do. Stick to our style of football. Give the ball to Ross Barkley and Lokonga, who are performing extremely well at the minute. Nakamba is back from suspension, which is great. I don't know how serious the Kapore and Amari Bell injuries are, so hopefully they are not too bad. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to this, and I have strong confidence we can get a positive result. And if we can potentially get back-to-back wins in the Premier League, absolutely amazing. We're piling on the pressure on Nottingham Forest, who in my opinion are heading downwards. Crystal Palace are not performing that well, and we're not too far away from them, so we increase that gap even more. Obviously Everton are still down there, but I do think Everton are going to stay up because they are performing a lot better than they have recently. So yeah, I honestly believe we can do this. And then obviously January transfer window comes, and we can sign some more players and strengthen the team. I do think we're going to bring in 2 defenders in as well, and then we will be, I feel like, a really good team. But yeah, who knows what can happen in the next couple of weeks. But those are my thoughts, guys. Have a good Christmas if you are watching this on Christmas Day or day after or day on Christmas Eve. But yeah, enjoy, have fun, enjoy being time with your family. If you're going to football, cheer the boys on, and yeah, I'll see you all in the next video.